I know a lot of times, through your work, you speak a lot about the power of being authentic. I'd love for you
Mhm.
to talk a little bit about that. First of all, what does it mean to be authentic? And then how is it powerful?
Mhm. Well, actually, I wrote a little book about finding that, visualizing happiness in every area of your life. So, what it goes through, this is just a step-by-step guide. It's very simple, so you think, "Well, that's simple." I mean, even a, middle school student could pick it up and go through and do this. And if you do the exercises, it works. But it asks, "Who am I?" So to be authentic,
Mm,
you have to know who you are, what you like, what's important to you, what your values are. Those are key because values drive you. Subconsciously, our values drive us. We may say we want this on the outside, but if we have a value that causes us fear that's protecting us from something, we're not going to get it. So values are very important, and then being able to put it all together. So to be authentic, you have to know those things about yourself and to ask the really honest questions to yourself. And one of the things I tell people is if you're not sure about it, because sometimes we've been telling ourselves things for so long that we just think that's who we are, ask people who you trust, who are very close to you, who know you well, and just
okay.
ask them questions about you, about yourself. Like, what is my superpower? Because sometimes you'll be surprised. I mean, one time I asked a friend that who was really close to me, and he said, you are interested and listen. I mean, you really are interested and listen to people's stories, and you're like extremely intrigued with them, regardless of how mundane they appear. I mean, one time I had a patient that came in and his job was to get rid of nail polish that was old. In other words, his company, that's what they did. They disposed of nail polish. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. How does that work? How do you know which ones to get rid of? How do they get rid of them? So he said that was my superpower. So you would be surprised sometimes if you ask someone, what is my superpower? The things that come up.